only we know about law of demand and law of supply, all those things. So certain exceptions. You cannot say always price will be the only factor, or price if it is increasing means supply will increase. So you cannot say under all situations like that. So similarly, how we saw for exceptions to the law of demand, similarly here also we have exceptions to the law of supply. What law? First you must know what is law of supply, then only you can know what are the exceptions actually. Okay, so law of supply, what it tells, price increase means supply increase, price if it is getting decrease means supply will get decreased. This is what as law of supply it is stating actually. But every time you cannot say that price increase means supply will obviously increase. Price if it is decreasing means quantity supply will decrease. Like that you cannot say for all products. Particularly when agricultural products like perishable goods, agricultural products and all, if you see means price if it is rising in the market also, you cannot supply more in the market, because the rainfall, the monsoon climatic conditions could should support that, and you must have the land for cultivating crops, so you should have a proper weather conditions, then only you can supply more in the market. So even though prices rise also, certain situation you cannot supply more. Okay, even price falls also, supply will not get decreased under certain situation. So what are the situations only we are going to discuss in exceptions to the law of supply actually. Okay, so for agricultural products, the land may not be there. You may limit in your resources. In certain situation, weather conditions may not support. Even prices are higher for, particularly if suppose wheat or the prices also, the people who are cultivating, farmers who are cultivating wheat, no, he cannot immediately produce wheat in large quantity and cultivate more, and he can supply more in the market. Okay, so okay, it depends. So prices high are no, you cannot supply more in the market under certain situation. So particularly for agricultural products and perishable goods, perishable goods means like fruits, vegetables, and then milk, all these production and all, prices till it's rises, let us wait, and then we can supply. Like that we cannot be there. Okay, right? So because it will get decayed, it will get damaged. So once for all, if you are not using means durable products come perishable products, that is what difference. Perishable products means quickly we should use within 24 hours or within a day or 2 days, we have to utilize those goods. Okay, so perishable goods and all, we cannot wait till the prices high, then we then the person who is producing, the producer or the manufacturer or the farmer, he has to suffer a loss because of that, right? So perishable goods and all, we cannot wait till the prices rise, then we can supply more in the market, we can produce more and supply more. All these cannot happen for perishable goods. Okay, so the durable goods is different, perishable goods is different in that way. And rare goods, certain products, rare items, no, you have to produce and supply accordingly. So till the prices rise and all, we cannot wait. Okay, so certain products it has to be produced, and even if the prices are high or low also, you have to produce such kind of products. You cannot wait again till the prices rise, so that you can produce more and supply more. And monopoly means a single producer is there, only a single seller is available in the market, then that is known as monopoly. Okay, so only one supplier is there, one producer or one manufacturer is only there for producing a product. Okay, in that on supplying it in the market, then he cannot wait for the prices to rise, or he cannot supply accordingly. So if there is monopoly prevailing in an economy, then such situation you cannot tell when to supply the product in the market. And then competition, if competition is heavy competition is there in the market, many brands or many products are available, you have large number of competitors who is producing the same product, similar kind of taste, and it has means, then at that situation price has nothing to do with, you have to survive, in order to survive in the market, you have to produce and supply more in the market. There and all, you cannot look into price as the only aspect, either to produce or supply. Okay, so when there is huge competition in the market, and then out of fashion goods. So this, if you see, certain for a dress or some mobile phones or any kind of fashions are quite often, if it is keep on changing, means if I am if I am having some old stocks or like that, no, I should immediately dispose it off, either by giving some discounts or offers to the people, to the customers. I have to sell them out. There I cannot look in for prices to get raised or something like that. Okay, so particularly for outdated goods, this price alone will not have a major impact on supply. Okay, so out of fashion goods, I have to clear my stock. So at least I have to see the sales and see some revenue out of that. So I cannot keep or hold my stock, the products in my godown or something, and later on prices rise like that. I cannot wait. Okay, so I have to dispose it off. Then only I can see some revenue or profit out of that. So outdated goods cannot be told in this manner. Okay, so closure of your business, if you once for all, if you want to close your business, particularly seasonal business, or if you in a mindset of winding up your business, in that situation, no, you cannot wait for prices to rise or fall till that. So you have to supply, produce and supply accordingly only. You cannot wait till the prices to rise or like that. Okay, so if you are in a mindset of closing your business, or if it is only a seasonal product, if I am produced in a large quantity, bulk produce பண்ணி வச்சிருக்கேன், so in that situation, seasonal products I have to dispose it off. Okay, so I cannot wait further rise in prices of the products. So now these are the cases where your law of supply will not support. It is against the law of supply. Okay, so law of supply, it tells that if prices rise means quantity supplied is rising, price falls means quantity supplied will fall. But there are situation, apart from prices rise ஆனாலும் fall ஆனாலும், certain goods, certain products you cannot wait till the prices to raise. You have to produce and supply only. Okay, so now these are the cases for agricultural perishable goods. You cannot wait, and rare goods only times only if it is there in the market, and very few number of sellers are there in the market. In that situation, you cannot wait for further rise in prices in order to supply your product. Or if there is competition, more number of competition in the market, you have to survive, you have to hold your brand, you have to exhibit yourself, means then there you cannot see out the prices and all to supply. Okay, so you have to withstand in the market. Okay, so you cannot see the prices there. And if you have some outdated products at your hand, if you have in a large quantity, okay, you have more number of stock, in that situation you have to sell it out somewhat. Okay, you have to give some discounts or something, and you have to sell your products. You cannot wait for further rise in price in the market. And if you're in a idea of closing your business, again you cannot wait for prices to raise something. You have to do it up in that situation also. So these are the cases which are against the law of supply, exceptions to the law of supply. Okay, any questions you have so for the exceptions to the law of supply? With this, our supply is getting over, I think so. So next concept will be consumer behavior. Okay, do you have any doubts in this till this? So what all things you have to focus here is definition of supply, meaning definition, supply schedule, supply curve. Okay, supply schedule means table must be there, supply curve. Okay, and then shift in the supply